Eastern Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Minnesota, Teague out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Gibson in at the 4 slot. Now here's Leonard, following the miss by Taj Gibson. Releases from 15. Yep, it counts. Aldridge has got the opening field goal of the game for San Antonio.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Oh, absolutely. If they're going to allow him that kind of space, he's going to make more than his share of those today. You know, guys, I think maybe at the start of the season last year, there was a little bit of doubt, but it was pretty apparent pretty quickly that Cat was the Rookie of the Year. You know, this guy played at a near all-star level from games 1 through 82, never missed a beat, one of the most impressive rookie seasons this league has ever seen.
And Towns drops them both. And Towns was a runaway with the Rookie of the Year, as many expected, Doris. Not many rookies can average 18 points and 10 rebounds right out of the gate.
Yeah, it's just rare to see a rookie come in at the age Cat did and be so proficient in so many areas. You know, very often Karl Anthony Towns looked like a 10-year vet as a rookie. He had the most statistically impressive rookie year since Blake Griffin's debut back in 2011.
T kicks to Towns. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Minnesota shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. The free throw drops for Towns. Well, when you're taken first overall, like Karl Anthony Towns was, you are expected to be an all-star. But you know what, Doris? I'm not sure if many thought Towns would be a generational talent, as he's on track to be in his young career.
Yeah, I think it's rare to see a player be taken first overall and actually exceed expectations. At every step of the way, Towns has worked hard and exceeded what was expected of him. And I think that mentality has put him in position to become one of the best big men in the NBA. I can't wait to watch.
Leonard dishes to Parker. Gasol kicks to Leonard. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thanks, David. T kicks to Towns. Lets it go from deep. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, this is one of the better catch-and-shoot bigs in the NBA already. Towns doing everything these days.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Outside Leonard. He dishes it to Aldridge. 6 to shoot. Will it go? Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
You know, simply not finding a flow. Just 1 for 5 to start this game.
Butler in the corner. Towns a screen on Parker. Leonard with the steal. A step back shot here. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves leading by 6. Butler kicks to T. To the left wing. Towns wide open. Off target with his 3.
Boy, we know this guy has a lot of confidence in himself and will take that shot again if he gets a chance.
Parker outside. Kicks it to Leonard. The shot's good. Leonard's got his first points in this one.
That's just too easy. No one with size willing to switch over, and that left the smaller defender stranded.
defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
If you're the coach, you hope it's a wake-up call. Get them to tighten things up on the inside and start protecting the rim with a little bit more authority.
The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
You know, it's really special to be able to watch this guy operate offensively. He gets his points in all sorts of ways.
And Butler, here we go. Excellent use of the screen that time.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, because of the size difference, that's probably not the one-on-one matchup they'd like to go to very often, but it worked that time.
Here's Parker. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Here's Aldridge. Back to Parker. Gasol, a screen on Teague. Parker against Teague. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul. Green inside the three-point line.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Wiggins against Leonard. Feeds to Towns. 6 to shoot. Teague the pass to Towns. Gasol with the steal. Parker against Teague. Parker outside. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Parker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Parker just so smart about knowing when to take three-pointers. A lot of confidence from him there, sinking the outside shot.
Teague dishes to Wiggins. The 10-footer. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
From the opening tip, he's been active and working for good looks. He's been pretty accurate. I think if you look historically at the Timberwolves, the best years for this franchise were during the prime Kevin Garnett era. Obviously, they finished atop the West back in 2004, best showing in franchise history, and they end up losing to the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals.
Now here's Teague after the miss from Pau Gasol. Pass to Wiggins. 13 feet away. Again, Wiggins missing. Spurs trail by 5. That 2004 Wolves team was led by Kevin Garnett, the big ticket. That was the season where he won the team's only national MVP award.
And Kevin, what a shame that team fell short of making the finals. Injuries, if you remember, slowed them up in the playoffs. They weren't full strength. You look back, and that season was pure magic for Timberwolves fans.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
You know, I like this stoppage in the action. Regroup, devise a new strategy moving forward.
Minnesota leading by 3. Outside Teague. From the line. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Green with the ball. Butler covering. The drive by Green. Up and in on the layup. Here's Teague. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Wiggins. They grab their own miss. And Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for Aldridge. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Gibson. Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague. Now here's Jones. The dish to Towns. Lets it go from the wing, and the jumper is good. Towns has got 10 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And here's Mills. Gasol is screen on Jones. Shot's good by Mills.
And how about the commitment of Gasol on the screen, doing whatever he can to open up shots for his teammates.
Towns kicks to Muhammad. From the arc. Another miss by Towns. The Spurs have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Ginobili the pass to Mills. He feeds it to Leonard. Ginobili with the three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Jones. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
That kind of ability to adjust in the air is the only way to do it when you're faced with that much of a size disadvantage in the paint.
Timberwolves trail. Passes it to Muhammad. Towns sets the pick for Crawford. They shoot again. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
How about Towns navigating bodies to corral that rebound? That was beautiful.
A different look now for San Antonio. Laverne comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Anderson in for Kawhi Leonard. Minnesota shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Now here's Mills. Anderson the screen. Dishes it to Ginobili. And Laverne kicks to Anderson. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one. So many players, Doris, in the NBA make things look so easy to do. You know, having played, that it's not. It is not effortless. There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, the two guys that come immediately to mind at the point guard position are Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry. And I think it has to do with that magnificent handle that each of them has, able to put defenders on skates with, you know, a lean here, a crossover there. You think about the great scorers, Kevin Durant, right? Makes those three-pointers in transition. It comes off the top of his hands so quickly. Carmelo Anthony, another, you know, just naturally gifted scorer. You know, Melo puts 25 on you. Didn't look like he broke a sweat.
But doesn't it also stand to reason that the work these guys put in, a lot of which we never see,
yes,
is so much a product of what they become?
I think the one thing that surprises me about the NBA is how hard these men work at their craft.
The best ones, the very best guys.
The very best guys spend the most time in the gym. You just want to tell young people, you want to know how to be a great player? Devote your time and your life to it, because that's what these guys do.
Well said.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Nobody near Gay. Another miss by Gay. Minnesota in the lead. To the inside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, the thought was Zhang would never be much of a scorer, but I think he's changing people's minds.
And there it is for him. Anderson's got his second basket of the game.
You know, a nice flow to that play. Led him right into the attempt with the sharp pass. It has to be crisp, and it has to be on time.
Now here's Zhang. And the pass to Muhammad. Leans inside. It's blocked. And he's able to get it back.
You know, I think the one area where Muhammad seems to get more comfortable each year is the free throw line.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. One thing you can't help but notice, Doris, with Muhammad is just how strong he is. Listed at 6'6", which is a good height for his position. But he can bully everyone else on the wings with his strength.
You know, I think, Kevin, he welcomes the contact. That's perhaps more important than anything. Muhammad is very good at absorbing a hit underneath and continuing on to get a chance at a three-point play. And he looks very much at home under the hoop, even when he has to try to outmuscle opposing big men.
Spurs trail by 4. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. Now Mills. The feed now to Gay. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Jang dishes to Aldridge. Timberwolves passing it around. Yep, it counts. Crawford's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, I don't like the passivity of this defense at all. They can't be giving him free access to the hoop. You might as well roll out the red carpet.
Well said. Now here's Anderson. He kicks to Laverne. Out left to the wing. And here's Mills from the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones kicks to Muhammad. Pulls it from 20. San Antonio with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Now here's Gay. He dishes it to Mills. There's a good screen. Lets it go with a 3. That shot missing. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And one of the most competitive men ever to play this game, Ginobili, spoke with us about this year.
Just rely on what happened in the past, then you're stuck in the past. And we, many of us, maybe our last shot, our last season, we don't even know if we're going to have another season. So, you know, we want to do as good as we can.
Well, the fire is still there, but the energy and the ability, guys, to get it done physically, let's face it, at this point, Ginobili's mostly gutting it out.
Still, you know, though, he'll either beat you or go down swinging. Just a tough individual.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
You know, and until the defense closes off that lane to try and stop that, no reason to change strategies.
So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Jimmy Butler. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Cole Aldrich, and it's Teague in at the 1. Here's Mills. Anderson the screen. Mills passes to Aldridge. Fires from 18. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Gibson with it. Now Green defending. Teague dishes to Wiggins. His three-pointer's off the mark. Spurs trail by 6. And Anderson kicks to Gay. Feeds to Mills. Back to Gay. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Leonard, he's checked in for San Antonio. Parker comes in for Patty Mills. And that one misses. And, you know, certainly the culture of the NBA and basketball has seen some shifts over the last couple decades. Doris, when you look at the game today, how do you think it's changed? And where do you think it's going?
But I think from a strategy standpoint, the biggest change in the NBA culture is that it's going smaller and faster. It's trending toward positionless players where guys can shift among 3-4 positions at a time. And then the other part of the neat thing is, in this day and age of social media, from the off-the-court stuff, we're starting to see these guys become fashion icons.
On the free throw, no good.
Well, this was the match that everybody wanted to happen. A proven coach with a stellar track record pairing with a team full of young talent. Minnesota has got to be happy with the hire of Tom Thibodeau for a young core.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know about the championships that the Spurs have won, but it's their culture that is admired around the league. Coach Popovich said, "I've been fortunate with the guys I've had come through here. My job is pretty easy when people have that character. You don't have to convince them to get over themselves or to feel responsible to each other. It makes it easier to have a team that enjoys playing together." Kevin?
All right, D.A., thanks. Being modest certainly is Coach Pop. He chose the players who fit, certainly. And for Coach Tom Thibodeau and the Wolves, it isn't just as coach, it's as coach and president of basketball operations. Doris, they went all in with Tibbs.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, and some teams might be hesitant to give that much control so quickly, but the Wolves were a team in need of direction. And when you have the resume that Tibbs has, it's certainly easier to give those reins to him. And also, they did what they needed to do in order to secure his services in what was a very competitive coaching carousel.
No doubt that is within his range.
I think that's exactly what you're looking for on the break. Finish right at the rim.
There's a screen. Parker passes to Leonard. Aldridge wide open. He fires. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Impossible to block that shot with the size difference. He had a very good look at the rim.
T kicks to Butler. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. You know, Greg, when Jimmy Butler is out there, you have to be aware of just how explosive a player he can be. When he turns it on and gets in that groove and feels the rhythm, he can completely take over a game with his scoring.
And Kevin, I'm sure you remember that 53-point outburst he had last season. Butler has games where he has everything that kind of just falls into place. And he gets his scores in so many ways, but usually when he goes off, it's because he's getting to the free throw line.
San Antonio making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And a change for the Timberwolves. Towns is checked in.
There's some of that trademark consistency of his at the free throw line.
Parker with it. Kicks it to Aldridge. Shoots from 12. And it's San Antonio with another.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
Outside Teague. The 9-foot shot. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
It's ironic. As he continues to search for his rhythm, they continue to stay in the lead.
Leonard kicks to Gasol. Green dishes to Aldridge. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
T kicks to Gibson. Towns sets the pick for Gibson. Pass to Wiggins. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Wiggins has got 6.
A good score inside for a three-man. I mean, Wiggins can beat you with his back to the basket or facing up.
Aldridge with a screen on Teague. Nobody near Leonard. No good from outside.
The defense fortunate that he didn't burn them there. You'd have to think he wouldn't miss that again.
Outside Teague. On the wing, Wiggins. Second chance shot. Count that bucket. Wiggins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the paint. Here's Leonard. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Leonard, no good on that one. Greg Popovich, widely regarded as one of the best all-time coaches in NBA history. Not the easiest person to talk to, at least from the outside looking in. You and I know him well. How do you picture yourself dealing with him and what he conveys when he does talk to someone on the sideline?
Well, as you know, Kevin, we have such great respect and admiration for who Pop is and what he has achieved. Certainly, you want the question to not be leading in any way. You want it to be, hey, Pop, what did you see there? What are your observations? Because you certainly don't want to editorialize in any way.
Great way to put it.
I think one aspect of Wiggins that really helps his game that might be overlooked is how long his arms are. It helps him keep the ball away from defenders when he's driving to the rim. The high release point on his shot makes it that much harder to contest.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. And Doris, another benefit of Wiggins is his great length for his position. So it takes very few steps for him to go from the three-point line right to the rim.
Yeah, I think when you couple his reach with his hang time, you can see why he can adjust so many times in the air and still get off a great shot. It's really crazy to think he's a shooting guard with a 7-foot wingspan.
Now here's Wiggins, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Outside Butler. Back to Teague. Green with the rebound. Spurs trail by 6. Parker outside. Pass to Gasol. Outside Green from 17 feet out. That doesn't go either for Aldridge.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Wiggins kicks to Teague. Butler on the wing. Releases. And that one comes up a bit short. The Spurs have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Green kicks to Aldridge. Drilled from 11 feet out. Aldridge has got 8 points in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Outside Teague. The dish to Wiggins. Back to Teague. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Teague's got his second bucket.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. One added pressure, Doris, that Wiggins has that is unique to himself is that he carries most of the weight of Canada's international basketball dreams. He certainly is the best and the brightest for them. He's expected to lead, in fact, the country to a golden age.
For all the players that we have seen come in the league from north of the border, I think Wiggins has the best potential. And I think he's handled the extra pressure with ease. And it might have even helped him mature as a leader for his basketball team.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Laverne, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Ginobili in for Green. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked in for Gibson. Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Teague. Spurs trail by 6. Parker outside. Leonard sets a screen for Parker. The 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Jones kicks to Zhang. Back to Crawford. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gasol with the steal. Ginobili on the wing, guarded by Crawford. Crawford against Ginobili. He feeds it to Leonard. That one rolling around and rims out.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Jones the pass to Crawford. Towns dishes to Crawford. Good on the bucket. And it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
What a quick read by Towns, always keeping his head up.
Gasol a screen. Parker kicks to Ginobili. Here's the floater. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Spurs have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And how about as a group? 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
That free throw good from Ginobili. A different look now for San Antonio. Kyle Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Outside, Jones. Here's Towns. Good D by Gasol. Spurs trail by 7. Ginobili kicks to Mills. Unloads. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Mills has got his second basket of the night. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Jones kicks to Towns. Back to Jones. Jang a screen. Passes to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss by Towns. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. And here's Mills. He's got 5. Dishes it to Laverne. And Anderson kicks to Gasol. And Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Now the pass to Mills. That shot no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Crawford dishes to Jones. Back to Crawford. Jang with a screen on Ginobili. Here's Crawford. No good off the front iron.
Not a good pick there. If I'm shooting the ball and I'm looking at him, I'm asking, where is the effort? You've got to do a better job of screening.
They set the screen. Gay with it. Now defended by Muhammad. No good. His 5th missed shot from the field. He's made 3. Crawford passes to Jones. Back to Crawford. Towns kicks to Crawford. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now here's Ginobili. The feed to Mills. Back to Ginobili. Clock at 6. He kicks it to Mills. San Antonio again missing. Timberwolves leading by 7. Down low, Jang. A rebound by the Spurs.
Stellar defense to alter that shot. You could tell his release was a tad awkward.
And Mills kicks to Anderson. Gay outside. He dishes it to Laverne. Back to Gay. Feeds it to Laverne, and it's in there.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Spurs shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. On the free throw, no good. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. Chang, a screen. Jones dishes to Aldridge. Kicks it to Crawford. Chang with the screen for Crawford. But they get it back. Outside, Jones. Pass to Muhammad and stolen by Gay. Now Mills. He has 5. Anderson, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, that's good ball movement down low to set up that bucket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line. 79% overall.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Here's Crawford. 8 points for him. With 1 on the clock. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing it and come out with a W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to review the first half of action. What a start it was for Karl Anthony Towns. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and a monster amount of rebounds. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
They're getting out-rebounded by a Shaq-sized margin, really big. From the get-go, they did not show enough effort. Usually when you're being out-rebounded like that, you're 10, 15 points behind, so things could definitely be worse.
And in a matter of moments, they'll be starting the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. See you, folks.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
Those kinds of stats take a lot of sweat and hard work, and he only needed a half to do it.
San Antonio trailing here. The defensive duo of Green and Leonard make up the perimeter. Aldridge out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Parker in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Parker for the tie. Wiggins with the rebound. Pass to Butler. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Butler's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Timberwolves. And San Antonio shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Parker outside. There's the dish to Leonard. And stolen by Wiggins. Outside Butler. About 1 minute played here in the second half. A nice shot by Teague.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Spurs trail by 8. I read somewhere Jeff Teague said that if he wasn't an NBA player, he'd be a battle rapper.
Well, that's a pretty unique answer, and I know he likes to battle when he's out on the floor. So Teague is also a big sneakerhead, as they're called, has a huge collection of those as well. And Gasol excels from that mid-range area. If you leave him open from there, you're going to pay the price.
And the foul called on Daniel Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. There's a good screen. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Marvelous start to the second half. 3 for 3.
Now here's Parker. Aldridge, the pass to Green. Gasol setting the pick for Green. Back to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. It's going to be Towns shooting. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. The Timberwolves have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Well, that's a plus to Towns' game, right? He was a great free throw shooter in college, and that's carried over.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. And that'll be his third foul so far. San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
Absolutely. Their challenge is to find a way to close off that lane without completely ignoring the perimeter.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Leonard kicks to Gasol. Parker outside. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Andrew Wiggins' ball handling lagged behind the rest of his game before he came to the NBA, but he's found he can use his size to post up immediately. It's a talent that many players don't develop until they've been in the league for years. Kevin, he's got the footwork, and as his skills develop, he's almost certain to become a superstar.
Sure does. Thanks, D.A.
There he is, showing off his low post skills. Go to work, young man.
Here's Teague. He's got 7. Outside Butler. From the wing. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Green. Gasol kicks to Leonard. To the wing right side. Aldridge. No good on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Wiggins inside the line. Again, Wiggins missing.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
No, and it looked like he got a bit ahead of himself and just couldn't pull back.
Now here's Parker. He feeds it to Gasol. No good with the triple. Timberwolves leading by 9. Wiggins kicks to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Parker outside. Passes it to Leonard. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. So it's Minnesota now. 8-point game. T kicks to Towns. Towns a screen on Green. Dishes it to Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The pass to Leonard. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. The Spurs have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7. And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Timberwolves leading by 6. Teague with the ball. 7 points in the game. Gibson the screen. The feed now to Butler. Back to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Butler kicks to Towns. Such a wide open look. Towns has got 18 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Outside Teague. He kicks it to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Timeout.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Karl-Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Pau Gasol. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Minnesota. Spurs trail by 10. And here is Parker. Outside Leonard. Screened by Parker. And Aldrich, the basket on the assist by Leonard. He's got 14.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Not the strongest play defensively, though. I mean, he was taken out by that screen far too easily.
Aldridge with it. Aldridge is covering. Aldridge dishes to Butler. Feeds to T. Gibson the screen. Off target from three-point range. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. It's stolen by T. On the wing, Wiggins. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And with the emergence of Dennis Schroeder as a viable starting point guard in Atlanta, the stage was set for Jeff Teague to be traded elsewhere.
Yeah, and Teague is a player who rightfully drew a lot of interest around the league. An athletic slasher and dangerous pick-and-roll operator. You knew he'd land on his feet.
Now here's Gay. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Aldridge. He doesn't hit that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Butler with the ball. Now Green defending. T kicks to Wiggins. Fade away. Again, Wiggins missing.
Boy, he usually knocks that down with that much space.
Parker outside. Leonard sets a screen for Parker. Leonard against Gibson. Left side, Leonard. Not enough on that one as it misses.
They were right there on him, guys. When you take away space from a shooter, it can rattle and force a miss like they did there.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Offline with his 3. Spurs trail by 10. And the wide open shot from Green. Drops in the tray. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, the D backs off in three-point territory. He'll take that shot all day long.
Minnesota calls timeout. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Laverne, he's checked in for Aldridge. Anderson comes in for Leonard. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Gibson. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Butler. And Jones subbed in for Teague. Crawford outside. And Laverne gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Aldridge, and he banks in the layup. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, wasting no time on that inbound play. Really heads up. Just caught the defenders napping.
Gay kicks to Anderson. He dishes it to Mills. A three-pointer off the mark.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Now here's Muhammad. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Anderson up top. Kicks it out to Gay. Chang against Anderson. Back to Gay. From 12 feet out. Rebound by Dang. Timberwolves leading by 9. Jang, a screen. Crawford against Ginobili. Three-pointer. Laverne grabs the miss. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Now Mills. He's got 5. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Mills has got 8 points. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Kicks to Muhammad. To the inside. Outside, Jones. Pass to Dang. Here's Muhammad. Here's Aldrich. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. The Spurs making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Teague's checked in. That one is no good. Spurs trail by 7, and the Spurs pushing it up now. Deflects the pass. Now here's Mills. Teague covering. That one drops for him. 10 points for him.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Crawford kicks to Aldrich. Jang, a screen. Pass to Teague. For 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Teague's got 6 in the quarter.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
Mills passes to Anderson. Gasol a screen. Mills, that's a 2-pointer. Minnesota with the rebound. Aldrich has got 4 rebounds in this game. Crawford, no one around him. A 3-pointer, no good. San Antonio trailing here. Anderson dishes to Mills. He feeds it to Gay. Shoots. Misses off the left iron.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
There's the dish to Aldrich. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's Muhammad, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Confidence is not an issue. Muhammad knows what he's doing offensively.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 8. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Stay aggressive. You need about 8 or 9 of those. Just let them fly.
Feeling maybe some of his guys are being too careful on shot selection, I think, guys. How do you interpret Greg Popovich maybe trying to loosen him up just a bit?
I mean, you know, the intelligence and the experience he brings to the game, you know, he sees things just so clearly. Sometimes it's really just a simple adjustment.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Shabazz Muhammad is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Teague, and it's Crawford, and it's Towns. In at the 5, down low. Ginobili kicks to Mills. Gay outside. And then Gay with the jam.
And on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when they're trailing, but I think he's just trying to give his team a spark.
And what a dunk it was. Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. A nice shot by Teague.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
And Mills kicks to Gasol. Gasol a screen. In the corner, it's Ginobili. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Crawford kicks to Towns. That one rolling around and rims out. The Spurs shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Ginobili outside. Passes to Gay. Dishes to Gasol. Lets it go from 14. Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Gay.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
I mean, easily prevented points if they just attacked the boards the way they should have.
Gibson with the screen on Ginobili. Outside Gibson. Muhammad, the pass to Teague. Here's Towns. Another miss by Towns.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
Now here's Mills. The pass to Gay. Down low, here's Gasol, and the layup is good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Towns, the screen. Shoots off the screen. Second shot opportunity. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Gay dishes to Mills. Gasol a screen, and Mills kicks to Gay. And it's Gay again missing. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Teague the pass to Crawford. Outside Gibson. Tries to snap the cold streak. And Jamal Crawford hits from deep. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Gasol setting the pick for Gay. Back to Gasol. From outside the arc, he's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Boy, after an up-and-down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
Towns, the screen. Teague dishes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
You know, this kind of scoring performance is going to have defenses reacting to Towns the way they did to Anthony Davis.
Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Off target from the baseline. Timberwolves leading by 3. Teague the pass to Crawford. Now the feed to Muhammad. Towns sets the pick for Muhammad. Crawford with another miss.
Hey, the defense is content to let him prove he can make that shot, and so far, he cannot.
Aldridge a screen. And here's Gay outside. Gasol. And Gasol able to finish. Gasol's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Crawford kicks to Teague. A three-pointer is right on target. Teague's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about these big shots for him in the 4th? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
San Antonio calls timeout. And some changes here for the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Gay. Green comes in for Ginobili. And Parker's subbed in for Patty Mills. Wiggins is checked in for the Timberwolves. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jamal Crawford. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Towns, and Gasol sends it back. Leonard against Wiggins. Parker outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. The kick out to Aldridge. And that misses badly. Air ball. Timberwolves leading by 4. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Great D that time from Leonard. San Antonio's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Aldridge kicks to Leonard. Feeds it to Gasol. Back to Leonard. Charity stripe shot. It's good.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And that's not a challenge this guy's going to shy away from. He'll be calling for the ball every chance he gets.
Towns against Gasol. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
So it's San Antonio now, trailing by 2. Green dishes to Parker. Leonard on the wing, covered by Wiggins. Leonard kicks to Gasol. Pass to Green. Back to Gasol to take the lead. Rebound, Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside Teague. He kicks it to Towns. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, this is a big physical guy himself, and Towns finds other teams trying to bump him off his game.
The first free throw is good. And Towns drops them both.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Gasol kicks to Parker. They set the pick. He dishes it to Aldridge. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Gibson. Kicks to T. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Back to Butler. Pass to Towns. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
I thought he had it for a second. Barely bounced off his fingertips.
Here's Teague. Now off the inbound. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Green, the pass to Gasol. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Wiggins, and the shot goes down.
Well, it's an excellent make, plus the foul, and that's the assertiveness everyone wants to see from the young guy, Wiggins.
Free throw good, Wiggins. Spurs trail by 5. Here is Parker. He feeds it to Leonard. Aldridge a screen. Leonard kicks to Parker. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. 6 to shoot. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Towns, the screen. Outside Gibson. Butler from outside. The rebound by the Spurs. Aldridge has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Screen by Parker. Aldridge with a screen on Wiggins. Outside Leonard. High post shot. Another miss by Leonard.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Oh, the confidence he exudes, the toughness. He just gets inside shooters' heads.
Green dishes to Aldridge. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting for San Antonio, Marcus Aldridge. Taking the 2 shots.
That one is off. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Rejected by Gasol. Wiggins against Leonard. Parker outside. There's the dish to Gasol. A 3 from Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Butler with the ball to the left wing. Teague for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Leonard's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Parker kicks to Green. Parker outside. Pass to Leonard. To tie it up. Count it. Leonard's got the game tied up here for San Antonio. Minnesota with the ball. Outside Teague. Here's Towns. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. So both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
I mean, he's as close to automatic when he's up at that line, especially when the ball game's a close one.
Parker passes to Leonard. High post try. Again, the Spurs good for 2. Here's Teague. There's 1:17 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Towns, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol.
Clearly a foul.
gets the first, and that gives them the lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
Dishes it to Green. Now the pass to Leonard. That one doesn't drop. Wiggins with some nice D. Butler dishes to Wiggins. T kicks to Towns. From 13. Buries it.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
But he didn't let the pressure affect him one bit. What nerves.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. 43 seconds left in the fourth. A 3 from Leonard, and no good.
Almost seemed like he was overthinking that shot. Such a wide open look.
Shot's good by Gibson.
20. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
Yeah, flawless fast break. Didn't slow down until the ball hit the bottom of the bucket.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 6. 35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. That's a 2 from Parker. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
And the shot from Parker there is just so clutch. What an unbelievable basket from him. He just gets it done on a regular basis.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, they have to be feeling a little bit more comfortable after the free throws add to their lead.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ball game.
You got to play mistake-free. And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, his production has been unbelievable. Really a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Take break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, Jeff Teague, one of the more calm players at the line, always looks to be in control.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. San Antonio calls timeout. They're losing by 8. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Aldridge. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Outside Teague. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was... dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns, a man on a mission. He came out torching the Nets and just never cooled down. Obviously, his monster first quarter had a big impact on tonight's outcome.
At home, Ernie, on the road, Kenny, doesn't matter.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, all 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. Oh. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
yes. I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.